We are going to move now up on the chakra system. We already explained what you call the base of your spine, your base chakra, your sacral, solar plexus. We have explained the heart center as the main opening. The heart center is that space that is directly connected with source, that receives the ray that you are, the wave that you are, the aspect of source that exists as a wave and extends out until it reaches that dimension and it manifests as the person that you define as yourself. We talked in previous conversations how to keep that center open and how to keep working on having that center open and expanding that center. The idea is to remove filters. The idea is to remove dust. The idea is to work on any belief that you have about yourself, and as a consequence, the reality that you create for yourself or your reality. Remove any belief that is not perfect and is not loving. Removing any belief that you not being an expression of that light, because that's what you are and who you are, an expression of that light. Understanding that when you say I am that I am, you are reassuring, remembering that you are a manifestation, a unique expression of that light. And that light is perfect. And you are always connected through your heart to the origin of the spark, of that ray that you are expressing in this dimension. That spark never changed, doesn't have idea of time, but it wants to experience. It wants to know itself. So it emanates in all directions through all dimensions, and you are one of that emanation. So the idea will be for you to accept the spark in you and to accept fully yourself as you are at this moment in this place that you are. Accepting with unconditional love who you are and the experiences that you are going through. Understanding that you have freedom to change. If you also connect with the understanding that that is the truth for everyone else, you can see how we are all emanations, unique expressions of that same spark. So we are all expressing unique attributes or attributes of the divine in unique ways. But we are all emanating from that same spark. We are all one. So when you interact with somebody else, when you are in a situation with someone else, remembering that the person that is in front of you is co-creating with you in space, and you two are two aspects of the same spark, creating a field of opportunities for you, for each of you to know yourself better and to redefine yourself. When you connect with that understanding that the person in front of you is another expression of you, because you're both coming from the same place. And you can recognize that in somebody else's heart. You are, as you love the other person in front of you, you are learning to love yourself. And that's why we talked about acceptance. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of others, and acceptance of the field, the situations that you together are co-creating. Acceptance of what it is, and finding the love and the light on what it is. And then noticing, this is what it is. But I am a unique expression, how I want to transform what it is into a new version of what it is. Not because what it is wrong, but because you want to express, you want to live, you want to navigate a new possibility, a new way of existing. You want to give your I am a little different shade. And see what happens, and see what you feel, and see if that's something that you are aligned with, and see how your reality changes and your experiences changes, so you can keep adjusting what it is. It all begins with remembering that you are the unique expression of what it is, that the person in front of you, the person with which you are creating and co-creating a reality, is also a unique expression of that same spark, and you come together with a magnetic power of love to learn from each other, to show each other, to co-create a field where each of you can learn more about yourself. So when you are in that field, you are judging what is happening in your life with love. You are understanding where you are, and you understand that you have freedom to transform yourself into something else. And that's how you can flow through life. And that's how you can grow in life. And that's how you can understand more of who you are. And the more you know who you are, the more you will understand what you are aligned with and what you are not aligned with. With loving judgment. Yes, I prefer this. No, I don't prefer that. But that is not wrong. It's just another way of existing. It's another way of thinking. It's another way of looking at reality. It's another way of expressing that light. Not my choice, but I honor what it is. And I let it be. That doesn't mean that you have to be a part of it. You can choose your own path and walk away from that you feel is not in alignment with who you are. And in that way, you don't create conflicts that need to be resolved in another experience. You will call it in the future. And when you understand this way, you will see that it's all about yourself, noticing and remembering that you have freedom to find the best version of yourself. And that best version of yourself is best for you. And that's how you can start clicking all the different aspects that you are. And when something starts feeling bubbling, when something starts creating stress in your life, instead of judging the person or the situation, just notice it's asking for your awareness. Because you are ready to create a shift there. And you have to understand what that shift has to be for you. That is how you keep your connection with that one spark, and how you fully allow life, light, life force to flow into you, through you, and out. And you expand. in love and in light. And through you, the awareness of that one spark grows. So, two things. Acceptance. At this moment in your life, you are accepting yourself and you are loving what is in your life. And if something feels off, if you feel that your mental system or your emotional system, or you feel some energy, you feel something in your energetic system a little bit bubbly, then that is just life telling you that that is where there is your opportunity for shifting and grow, and your opportunity for knowing more about your own self, what you like and what you don't like. It's not about being against anything or judging something as wrong, a person or a situation. It's about going within and transform yourself until you find peace within you. When you feel that that situation is not bubbly anymore, that means that you find a vibration within yourself that resonates with your soul, that you feel comfortable with, that you want to keep for a while, that you want to stay there because you feel it fits. And you'll notice that once you bring peace to that, then another thing might start popping up. And that means that now you can focus on that situation because your opportunity for shifting is in that direction, is in that aspect of your life. You'll notice that there are major aspects of your life that require more and more attention from you, and others that are easy fix. With awareness, you can direct your energy, and when you can direct energy, you'll have more focus fixing what is requiring your attention faster or more energy from you. Again, remember, it's your own journey. And beyond physicality, time doesn't work in the way that works within physicality. So you can take the time that you need. Nobody and nothing is rushing you. But the sooner you align yourself in the direction that your soul wants you to go, the sooner you'll start feeling that your life is flowing. The more you wait, the more stress and tension you feel is being created in yourself. And that tension, that stress, start creating a static vibration in yourself that could have an impact in other aspects of your life. For example, you might have to fix the car, but you are postponing that. You are postponing the phone call. You are postponing to make decisions about your car. But you know it's there. Even if you're not doing it, you're still feeling it. You're still thinking about it. So stress starts building up. Stress being a reminder that you can learn something if you interact in that situation. But if you do not take the step of directing your energy in that situation, in that direction that the car is, even if you're not doing it with your actions, your mind and your heart and your energy will still pull in energy from you in that direction, which means you'll have less energy to focus in other things in your life. You will feel what you call stress. And we can see it as a hole that is draining your energy. It's draining your attention, it's draining your time, it's draining your focus. What happened is the energy that is being taken from you because of that issue is energy that you won't have to navigate other aspects of your life. In a way, You put yourself on hold. It's like having a pipe that is leaking and you are delaying the fixing. That can create conflicts in other parts. The leaking can create conflicts. So what we will suggest is that when something comes to your awareness, first remember that you are an expression of that light, that you have an opportunity to figure something out about yourself, that that situation that is in front of you is created by that light, is a field of possible transformations and possible understandings. It's not a bad thing. It's a possibility. And then do something about it. Try one thing. See if you find peace. And then try another thing. See if you find peace until you bring a solution, you change something about yourself, you do something that makes you feel at peace. That means that an aspect of yourself is clicked now, is in its right place for now. And then the energy that comes into you from source, the energy that you need in you to feel joy, to navigate reality, the energy that you have to project a loving reality for yourself is flowing again easily and gives you the opportunity to direct it in things that you want to create. You with your human understanding want to create. So that is the function of your heart center. Absorbing, bringing that light into your whole self, and creating a reality that allows you to navigate the path that you as energetic self wants to navigate. Through that center, light emanates to all the other centers. And together with other centers, you create, you transform, you make sense of things, and you become more of what you are. And when you become more of what you are, you feel closer to that original spark. Remember, you went out to figure yourself out. So the more you're understanding who you are, the closer you feel. Or let's say this way, you are start thinking that you are on your way back home because you feel closer to that original spark. All right. Deep breath in and release. Breathe in, release. One more time, breathe in and release. Bring awareness to your mind. Observe what's happening with your thoughts. Let them be. You're just watching with loving judgment. You're understanding what's happening with your mind. You are noticing that space within you, that little universe in your head that is always very active, that has images, that has a voice, that tells you stories, and you are listening to the stories. But right now, you are the consciousness that listens to the stories and think if the story makes sense to you, if there is a story that you need to focus on, if that story requires your attention, if that story requires your energy, your focus. Bring awareness to your heart. What are you feeling? You are not the feeling, you are the one feeling the feeling. So what is that you are feeling? Are you okay with what you're feeling? Or perhaps you would prefer to feel something different? Do you want to stay where you are, or you want to move? Connect the mind and the heart. What can you perceive? What is your state of being right now? Is there a major task calling your attention? Is there something that has been around you, mind, heart, energetic field for a while? And you are choosing not to act on it. Is there something that you need to say, that you need to do, that you need to figure out? Do you feel that you are carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders that is taking energy from you, that is not letting you go as fast as you want to go because that weight that you're carrying? If there is something on your shoulders, would you like to take it off and place it in front of you? Make that a statue. Make that a package. A big thing that is now placed in front of you. Give it a name if you want. Give it a face. And walk around it. That is your big obstacle right now. That is perhaps your challenge right now. Look at it. And now notice how that package becomes a door. A portal. And notice how on the other side of that portal, of that open door, there is a luminous path that you could navigate if you feel that you want to. Bring attention to your heart and remember that your whole self is a physical expression, unique expression of all that it is, of that one spark, of all divinity. That in reality you are formless and timeless. that you are the spirit, that you are wisdom, that you are power, that you are love. See yourself as the manifestation of that ray that emanates from the one spark. In front of that portal, in front of that open gate, and that path that you see in front of you is just an extension of who you are and that light that emanates from you. Would you like to go through that portal and walk on that path to become more of what you are? To play with your own light, to discover more about yourself. Deep breath in, exhale, and if you feel ready, step on it. Take that first step. And notice how you feel. And take another step. And you see yourself now on that path. And you feel safe. And you feel guided. And you feel that you're still connected to that original spark. That string that is connecting you. Keep extending and extending, following you wherever you go. And that path is nothing but the reflection of your own light. So you are walking into more of that light that you are. The light that emanates from you. The light that comes from the spark. And it's all divinely planned. You are safe. And you have the loving wisdom and the loving power to keep walking deeper and deeper in that path. Figuring yourself out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Now to continue that journey, it's time to take actions in physicality. It's that phone call that you have to make or that problem that you have to solve, that decision that you need to make. But remember that you are within the path of light. A light that comes from you, a light that comes from the spark. Notice yourself, your doubts. Notice if there is any fear. Notice if you're trusting yourself, loving yourself, believing in yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself. All of that is information for you to go deeper and deeper within yourself, to know more and more who you are, where you are, and where you want to go from here. We love you. Another deep breath in, release, And when you feel ready, open your eyes.